Okay, everybody, I know I have been waiting for this day all week. It's Friday.
Really?
Actually, Thursday night here, but it's going to be Friday, and we're going to be blinding 5 of Trenton's ryes that were in his best of 2023 list. The question is, which 5 out of the 27 did you pick?
20. There were 8 of them. I couldn't make up my mind. Well, actually, there were 9. With my special mention, it was a good year for rye, and
Yeah.
I didn't really
Good
think
deal.
about it until I was trying
Okay.
to pull different things
Yeah.
and taste them and put them in my list. But it was a good year for rye. So, were you serious when you said that you were like excited for this the whole week?
I am. No, I am. I know the list, and they're all fantastic. So
Yeah.
it's always pretty exciting to do a blind of 5 different whiskeys that are really good.
Well, okay, so I had 4 allocated and 4 non-allocated, and I thought, okay, I'm going to take my favorite of the non-allocated and toss it into the group of the allocated
Good.
and kind of see if
Good.
there's a real underdog story that's happening
Good.
here.
That's a great idea.
So we have the Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled Rye. We have the Michter's Toasted Barrel Finish. We have the Fiddler Toasted Rye. I'm a bit of a sucker for a good rye finish or a good toasted rye.
Sure.
We got the Parker's Heritage 10-year rye, and then we have the Old Overholt 10-year rye. And I'm excited for this,
Great.
mainly to see. I would be very surprised if our lineups are the same as they are sometimes in blinds.
Yeah, specifically because you drink ryes
I drink
more
I
than
drink-
not,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't.
So
More than not.
it'll be interesting to see somebody that drinks ryes several times a week.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you pull ryes.
Once every month or so,
Okay,
probably.
it'll be interesting. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Do we have A through E? Or is your lineup right? Is A's on your right? Is that normal?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I did it, so I wouldn't be surprised if I messed it up.
Nope, it's right. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
What was that?
I was just so excited. I just was
that maple
sucking air too fast, and I just choked up.
It was that maple syrup you just swallowed before the video started.
It's
I'm starting the video and he's like taking a swig out of a maple syrup container over there. What was
It's
that? Bring it out. I gotta see it. I don't even know what you were drinking.
It's
You like Buddy the Elf?
Crown. It's Crown maple syrup. I had to make sure it's good. I had to make sure it's still good. It's vanilla infused.
That smells pretty good.
It does, and I had to make sure it was still good. And it is. It is.
All right. Well, without further ado, I guess we'll get started.
Yeah, let's get started. As always, Trenton's mother, my lovely wife, is the only one who knows what's in each glass.
I don't know if it's because I just smelled maple syrup, but I get a little bit on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. I'd bathe in it. Come on. I think it's amazing.
It is pretty good. It's definitely got a little bit of charry thing to it with
Yeah.
that maple syrup. It's almost like it's kind of odd to say, but it's a little bit like a charred maple syrup type.
Yeah.
I'm getting in the aromas.
Was it anything like this?
No,
The Crown maple
I'm not
syrup?
getting the vanilla. That's vanilla infused.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
getting
okay.
that. Beautiful. Really.
Ooh, Papa. It does have a little bit of this, like, still the char is just still kind of in there a little bit.
And I like that. I don't know. I'm liking that out of this one.
Yeah,
You get it's kind of spearmint. You get some minty,
yeah.
a little minty, and more of the spearmint end. But then it goes. That's kind of on the front of the palate for me, and then it triggers right into that char mapley note.
The end of it, like,
Great.
reminds me of some notes that I would get in a Willet rye with that, like, spearmint sort of thing. I also get a little bit of, like, a wet cardboard kind of thing. But, not in a bad way.
Well, that is so good, dude.
It's delicious.
Really?
I like the proof on it, whatever it is. It's not too high.
Yeah,
It's not too proofy. It's not. I don't
not
think
too zippy.
I don't think anything in here is too proof. Well, the Parker's is like 126.
Yeah. My palate's already started a little bit. We did a little Patreon video right before we did this one here. We
Got the palate warmed up.
got the palate warmed up just a touch. So
All right.
that was nice. You on to B?
Holy.
I mean, I don't know how to rank these. To tell you the truth. That first one was,
When I don't, I just write like yum or yummy or like words. I
Yeah.
write words down.
yeah, it's excellent.
This smells like a campfire with a toasted marshmallow on it.
Yes, it does.
Holy cow.
This is truly like that time you went and I took you and you really kind of didn't want to go when you were small or you're little.
I didn't want to go a lot of places.
We were on that camping trip and we had that camper with the boys and we went fishing and whatnot. And you stuck that stick in Corey's ear and busted his eardrum. Remember we had past all that. You remember when we had the? You remember we had the fire going and everything else. I mean, truly, that's kind of what it is.
I may have stabbed my brother Corey in the ear with a stick and ruptured his.
He did.
Ruptured his eardrum.
Yeah, he did.
They were okay. They took these little like cottonwood things. It was like it had like a fuzzy thing on the end, and they kept putting it in my ear. So I was like, I'm gonna one up these guys.
They were definitely messing with him. And Trenton was the youngest out of the three boys, so they were messing with him.
Yeah.
But nothing harsh though. Nothing like he did.
It was harsh to me. I retaliated, and he went to the doctor.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of that one.
Yeah, his ear was good. There was blood coming out of his ear. Ding dong. Remember? Poor Corey. Luckily, it healed up.
I remember he was sleeping on the floor of my room, and sometimes he'd be like, "Man, I can still hear this ringing in my ear from when you punctured my eardrum." And this was like 5 years later.
Wouldn't doubt it.
It's terrible to laugh at.
Jerk.
I mean, really. I still get a little bit of this like campfire-y type notes. A little bit of like a burnt marshmallow almost on the palate. Yeah, but it's not harsh. It's not obtrusive. It's not off-putting.
Yeah. I'm getting kind of a malty note in there with it though. Something going on with that.
There's something in it that I'm like confused about. It might be that malty kind of note. I gotta go back. I didn't write a rank down for A.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I personally, I don't prefer it as much as A, but it's still a darn good pour.
Yeah. This is what I love about rye. Like, there's so much flavor depth in there. It's like really concentrated, and it's very unique across all different.
I was just gonna say a lot of disparities in each class, for sure. There's nothing. He's not lying about that. See,
this smells like there was a butterscotch candy dropped in it, and it was left in a car.
And it's almost to the point of synthetic.
It is, yeah.
Really,
yeah,
artificial. It's that strong candy note.
I don't know if I have like smoke in my nose or something, but I get a little bit of a
really
campfire-y type thing on this too.
I did on this one, but I don't on this one. I'm getting predominantly that candy-ish, butterscotchy, artificial candy note.
I'm all over the place, man.
Very sweet notes.
Get a little raspberry in there too.
Very sweet.
Kind of nice. Oof. Well, on the
herbal.
Yeah.
Herbal. Some light tea.
Black tea. I get quite a bit of black
tea,
green
maybe.
Tea, black
I'm not
tea,
a big tea drinker, so some kind of tea going on in there. Definitely herbal. Slight mint. Pretty herbally for me.
That is all over the place. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like if you've ever had a Saint Germain liqueur. It's giving me aspects of like that herbaliness, but it's not super sweet either. Mm-hmm. But that's ooh.
Yeah, that's a ride. That's what that is.
That's
100% true grit rye right there.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's fun so far.
I don't really get a whole lot on the nose on this one.
No.
I mean, it's there. It's kind of muted though.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but I get. It's just more of the brown sugary type notes, to tell you the truth, on a lighter side. Should I tell them about my surgery again, honey?
No.
Oh, no.
We're all sick of hearing about your surgery.
Another time.
The F is that?
I thought these were your favorites.
Well, they are, but like it's good, but weird. I get like a lavender note in there.
Wow. Wow, this is all different stuff. All different. I gotta take a little sip before I take that.
I legit get lavender in that one. It's very muted, like it's an herbally note in the background, but it's like an herb that I wouldn't mind eating. I need some lavender. Like, can you do that? You just take a hunk of lavender off the stem and just kind of chew on it?
It's lavender syrup down there.
Yeah, I got one of
Take
those.
a swig of that.
Yeah. But it's got the spearmint, it's got the mintiness towards the end. A little bit not as complex as some of the other ones.
Good.
I don't want to say it falls flat, but it's the viscosity is nice, but it kind of trails off in the flavor department towards the end.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice sip. I think your best description, Trent, is when you said it just doesn't have the depth as some of the other ones that we've had.
It's good. I just don't think, like you said, the depth is there compared to these other three.
I agree with that.
All right, last but not least.
What's an E, babe?
Ooh, that's caramely.
Yeah, it is.
Butterscotchy, caramely type. That's a sweet bomb right there.
Yes, it is. It's got all that good stuff in it.
A little bit of wood too. Honestly, if you told me this was a rye on the nose, I don't know that I would.
Well, I don't
believe
know
you.
if I could pick that one up.
I don't know
on
that I
this
believe
one.
you.
Some of them I think I could. I say that, but I'm not the greatest at it.
Yeah.
But I think I could. This one,
it's kind
flip
of
it a coin.
It's a little oaky.
It's really nice.
It's a little oak on the forward. Chocolate. That's so different.
It's gonna be hard.
Every single one of these is totally different. This one I get like the more bitter chocolate coffee grain
I like that.
type. No, it's dark.
Yeah, it is, and it's
Like
kind of.
burnt brown sugar kind of.
And I was gonna say marshmallow, but it's not like a nice creamy light marshmallow. It's more like a burnt marshmallow type note to it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's so good. A lot of these are so good.
Okay.
Wow. Now the hard part, Trenton.
I think I know my first out.
It's pretty good of you to do that already. I had one sip before I could tell my first out.
Like a oof.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we forgot to do the flipping notepad can. Shame. We'll get it on there at some point.
We'll do it.
All right.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I think we're probably going to be in unison on this one. More than likely.
Well, you want to go first?
I don't care. For me, Trenton, I think D is my first out.
That was my
And
first.
and I kind of assumed that would be yours
Yeah.
as well. As we spoke before, it's a good sip. It's a very nice sip. It just, compared to the rest of the flight that we have on the bar top, it's just doesn't have the complexities or the depth in the sip.
Yeah.
And we're nitpicking because these are great. These are all great.
Yeah, I think I also have my third.
Wow. Your fourth, you mean?
My fourth, yep.
Oh, Lord. Go ahead if you got it, because I got to do just a touch. And I think now it's going to come down to personal palate preferences.
Yeah. I'm going to put C out next.
See?
Yep. It's really good. Ooh. I didn't get a paper cut there. I really just like...
Your mom would have ran upstairs and got you a Band-Aid.
It's all of these are really good. C for me, it's kind of similar to D, where it's got some really nice upfront flavor, but then it kind of loses traction there towards the end of the palate.
Yeah.
When I drink a rye, personally for me, and this is all personal preference, so take it with a grain of salt, but I like to remember that I had a rye a couple seconds ago.
Okay.
This kind of trails off into, I don't want to say nothing, but it's not a super memorable finish.
Right.
The upfront flavors on both of these are great, but they kind of all fall flat towards the end.
All right. Well, I have to be honest. I'm struggling a bit. Okay, I'm good with that, Trent. I was struggling a bit. I sipped B just to be sure. But the two that I was struggling with the most, it was C and E. C and E. So I'm good with C going out next. That's fine. That's not a problem. Now the hard part. Well, it's all difficult, but.
All right, I know my final lineup here.
You can tell he's a rye specialist. I'm struggling still.
What I like about these is that they are all distinctly different. And I know you got you got a twice barreled,
Sure.
you got two toasted, you got two regular ryes. So I'm glad even though two of the kind of categories are the same, you got two toasted and two regulars. I wouldn't be able to necessarily tell them apart just because the profiles are so unique on all of them. And that could just be the fact that these are all from different distilleries, too. But
Sure.
they're all really different and really unique, and I like them all. But
Well, hold on to your thoughts. If you got yours already, you already know what it is. Honey, for me, I'm gonna pull out E next for me. So that for my lineup, that leaves A and B, and I have to sip a little bit here. If you want to pull your next one out, you can.
my third place was also E.
Wow, I'm surprised. I really am, because he's right. I am not. My biggest problem, I've said it a million times on this channel, is I like them all. I like all whiskeys. There's a whole bunch of spirits we don't even speak about that I like. So he's right in the fact that there's a lot of different flavor profiles up here, and I'm shocked that we're the same
I am too.
on the first three. So let me pick first, if you can.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through again.
Yeah,
but
on the last two. Let me
Yeah.
pick first, because if we're the same again, I'm just gonna fall over, I think. I mean, they're so good. They're so different, these two. You know, this one here, now that I nose it, and the aromas, I'm picking up a beautiful pecan note there too, on B, Trenton. But I absolutely love A, with the quintessential, for me, what I would say, quintessential rye, type flavors. B has that is that the one you said, campfire?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so those are the two differences, and I'm struggling big time to pick which one I like the most.
I'm guessing on all of these because I don't
Here's
know.
what I'm going to do. I love both of them. I honestly do. And they're so separate. But for tonight, what I'm enjoying the most is B. So I'm going to push out A next. A's in second. And then for me, honey, B would be in first. And that's legitimately something I could choose differently three days from now.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm enjoying the most at the time. Because both of them to me are fantastic.
I am flip flopped.
Good. Well, at least we got something different.
Yeah, I'm flip flopped.
And I don't blame
on
you.
that one.
And then
It was splitting hairs though. It's tough.
But that doesn't surprise me, because you are the rye guy. You and Kent, you enjoy it. So A is your first place winner, right? So
Yeah.
A is your traditional, it's got the minty, it's got a lot of stuff, a little bit of that maple syrup at the background. It's got a lot of the core rye notes that,
Yeah. I'm kind of glad it turned out that way, how we had the first three. And I'm going to put myself on the spot, right? I'm going to guess what I thought each one was.
Sure.
Just as kind of a test to myself, because in my head, I can't, because I love rye so much, I can't help but not be like, oh, this kind of gives me a profile of like this or this or this.
Sure.
So I'm going to guess. And Mom, I'm going to tell you what I thought each one, or Should I tell her what I think each one was now,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
she
go
can...
ahead. And I'm going to tell you if I think I agree or don't agree. I didn't write it down, but I'll throw my 2 cents in.
So I think 5th place was ASW.
Okay, hold on. What's
Oh, I
ASW?
would have no idea.
That's the Fiddler Toasted.
Which would be, I forgot to write it down. What was 5th place, honey?
Okay, hold on.
D was 5th place.
D. Okay, go
So you
ahead.
think D is Fiddler?
I think 4th place is Parker's Heritage.
Fourth place.
Okay, I'm not even going to put my 2 cents in because that just throws me
Okay.
off big time.
I think D is Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled.
We already had D.
E, sorry. E was 3rd place. I think that's Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled.
Okay.
I think B was Michter's Toasted.
Okay.
And I think A was Old Overhaul.
Okay.
Uh-oh. you give me a lot of credit for saying I'm a rye.
Listen, dude, I thought I was going to chime in with that, but you threw me off for a whole loop right from the beginning, and I just, okay.
The only thing that kind of clued me in, and I'll tell you guys, is that the C, which I think was Parker's, was like such a rye,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of reminds me of some Heaven Hill rye that I've had, like Elijah Craig,
Okay.
like the ryes and stuff. I could be completely wrong though, so we'll see.
I don't drink rye a lot, so I thought I could chime in, but by a second choice, I was convinced that I'm foolish to even think I can even give a shot with that. So,
All right, you got them on your side. Let's
all right, honey,
roll 'em
we
out.
agreed on last place, which was
Which was D.
okay,
Was 5th place.
Yeah.
And that was Fiddler.
Okay,
bro.
Okay,
You guessed that?
I did. Yeah, I
Good
did.
on you, man. Wow, that's fantastic. Good job. Yeah, put that where you want it.
It was really good. Still, any of these are our favorites. Well, I don't know about you. My favorites of this year. So they're all very good. We just kind of have to nitpick here and there to see which one is the best.
I love this blind.
I'm excited.
This is great because they're all great. They're all great. Go ahead.
Okay. 4th place, which was C, was Jack Daniels.
Okay.
So you're off a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
I guessed this was Parker's.
all right. Now,
C.
truth be known,
C.
I personally wouldn't put Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled Rye in some of my favorite categories of rye. Just saying. So it doesn't.
You wouldn't put this one in here?
No.
Okay.
So it doesn't surprise me that's for me lower on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
3rd place, which was E,
Yeah.
was Parker's.
Okay.
So Trenton had them flip-flopped.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
upset.
I really don't know
So
much
that
about
was
that bottle.
that was E. You said.
Parker's was E.
I don't know much about that bottle. You let me try it, and I do remember it was
What's insane?
E.
I'm kind of mad at myself. The fact that this is 128.8 proof and it's a rye, this drinks around the same proof as this. That's nuts.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right.
Well, hey, all right, honey. What we have left is Michter's Toasted, which Trenton.
You're a big fan of this one.
I'm not a huge fan of the Michter's Toasted bourbon,
That fell flat. Me and you both. We didn't really enjoy that one.
but I'm a huge sucker for Michter's Toasted Rye.
Yeah.
The one I have over there is I love too. So
If-
we have that left and Old Overhaul, honey.
I'm not gonna lie. If B is not Michter's Toasted, I'm gonna poop my pants right here, right now. I'm gonna.
You want your lineup then still, Trenton?
Sure.
Yeah, go with Trenton's. Yeah, this is
You
his.
guys are flip-flops
Yeah, that's it.
on
He loves his rye stuff. Sure.
All right, so Trenton's 2nd place, which was B, was Michter's. So
Yeah,
Kurt's first.
yeah. Okay.
And Trenton's 1st place was Old Overhaul.
Look at that.
I'm.
And go ahead.
I can't tell you how happy I am that this won, because the fact that they decided to bring back Old Overhaul from its like bottom shelf 80 some proof rye and like really kind of showcase what it can be when it's 121 proof at a 10-year, and it's that good. Like, I'm thrilled with how this
And you should be.
with how this turned out.
And you should be. And I remember you gave me a sip of it. I thought it was fantastic. doesn't surprise me that I chose Michter's tonight. And again, remember I told you it could be next week. It could be a flip of the coin. I might choose this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Michter's toasted rye. I really do. I think it's a great product. Honey, I have to ask you, what letter in the glass again was the Old Overholt?
A.
First one.
First thing you sip.
It was fantastic.
I had that at a 4.25.
Okay. Truth be known, first time through, I scored A, the highest of anything that was up here. First time through.
Okay.
But it's not completely unusual for me to kind of flip around once my palate gets adjusted to everything that's on the bar top. And when it came down to it, I just picked the Michter's because tonight that's what I was digging the most. But this scored the best for me, first time through.
And it's funny because even you have the 2019 Michter's Toasted. I think that's the last time they came out with this. Mm-hmm. You had said when you got it that it was like marshmallowy and stuff. Yeah. And at first I tried it. I wasn't really into ryes at all. I didn't get that. But now you say like this is just like a campfire s'more marshmallow flavor bomb. It's incredible. Great job to Michter. I mean, great job to all these distilleries. Really. I mean, Jack Daniel's had a killer year for ryes. Parker's coming out with the first rye since the 8-year heavy char in 2018.
This is fun.
I think. And ASW still like they did great this year with their ryes. And then just shout out to Jim Beam and Suntory or whoever owns Jim Beam now for bringing that back. Bring back an Old Crow next year. Old Crow cast strength. Bring back the chest pieces, whatever you want.
Yep.
I think it'll be a great idea.
So I'm gonna put this up to you, and I know the video is getting a little longer, so I apologize for that. But this excites me.
Yeah.
So we have a live stream coming up, right? Last Friday of this month.
Next Friday. Yep.
Yep. So what I want to do is I would like to blind the winners of each of our categories of top 5s of 2023. To me, you trotted out 8 ryes. You were super excited, and I get that.
It was tough.
But with this blind right here, and I want to go with your pick because you're the rye guy, not me.
Well, that's so sweet.
So my inclusion and what I want to do is on the blind for the live stream is blind our number ones for each list. So I think this one should be the number 1 for the rye.
Well, we're going to have a live discussion here because I think we'll have the rye, the whiskey, the allocated and non-allocated. That's 4. So we need another one.
Oh. Well, stay tuned. We'll figure that out.
Uh-oh.
Yes, honey.
Are we going to give them a little hint about what's supposed to happen on the live stream?
Oh, we can. Okay, here's...
Wait, that's for sure happening?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, as of now... The original SLB, for those of you who are new, SLB stands for Strong Like Bull. I'll do this very quickly. I apologize. SLB stands for Strong Like Bull. It has nothing to do with these pythons. Trust me when I tell you that.
Those are hanging your eye wall.
These 60-year-old pythons are lacking, let me tell you. But, however, Strong Like Bull, when we put the bar down here, my mom is the original Strong Like Bull. There was a lot of hard times that she went through. And after the fact, through a lot of deaths in the family, and it's just a long story, but she worked night and day. I mean, she had 2 jobs. She worked 70 to 80 hours a week. She was working all the time. She's headstrong. She's strong like bull. Really?
Yep.
So there was a time in my life I had to work a couple jobs too, 08 and 09, construction. Long story. It doesn't really matter for me, but... So when we named the bar, the kids named the bar SLB Basement Bourbon Bar for Strong Like Bull. I kind of carried on the Strong Like Bull just because of the work ethic and working 2 jobs and whatever. But the greatest thing of this conversation is on the live stream last Friday of this month, 8 p.m., the original Strong Like Bull will be behind camera with me and Kent.
Kurt's mom.
My mom. I'm not promising you what she will say.
I'm not. I'm honestly worried. You need to bring her down. This is a long story. If you're familiar with the story, you're familiar with the channel, you kind of know already.
Yeah.
Kurt's mom does not know about any of what is happening down here. She has an idea. Kent showed her some videos.
She knows.
She knows
yeah,
now.
she knows now, but she's never.
But
It's
this is a new
hard.
thing. This just happened like a week or two ago.
Yes.
Has she been down here?
No.
You need to give her a tour.
It's hard for her to get down the stairs, but she has been in Kent's basement. Okay? So she's old school. She will not be drinking with us. That will not happen. And she'll probably scold both of us for doing so. You know, she's not in favor of alcohol.
If you want to see Kirk
But-
get yelled at
Yeah.
by anybody other than me, his own mom, next Friday.
That's very possible. But, you know, she's 84 and she's full of you-know-what and vinegar, and she will be here, and you don't know what she's going to say. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Who knows? You know, it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. Just prep her, though, because she could easily have the channel taken down if she gets a little too rowdy. That wouldn't be good. So we need to give her a little,
Ooh, she ain't gonna do that, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, gosh.
All right, well, we'll get back with you on what's our 5th bottle of the live stream and all that stuff.
Should we have Grammy pick?
Oh, boy. Don't go down that road. It'll be fine. All right, we got to end this video, buddy. That's all we have for you today.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Guess
not.
Maybe we'll leave it up to you guys
All right.
on what we put in.
Yeah.
We don't know. We haven't recorded yet, so we don't know what the best non-allocated. We don't know what the best allocated is. But
Bourbons.
So let us know in the comments what you think we should include. I think with this one, I don't know about the little whiskeys that we did. Oh, the Westward.
Westward.
Probably. So this Westward, the best non-allocated, the best allocated. We need one more. So let us know in the comments what you think, and maybe we'll select your suggestion to go at the 5th place for the blind.
I can't wait. Honestly,
excited.
I cannot wait
I'm excited.
for that live
I'm worried, but
stream.
I'm excited. Will it pot still?
All right, guys, that's all we got for you today. I had lots of fun. I hope you did too. Have a great holiday weekend. We will have a video out Christmas morning. I don't know why, but it's Monday, so
Yeah.
Trent and I don't know any.
We just keep up with the schedule.
Trent and I don't know anything, but it's a schedule, and we're supposed to have a video ready, so
Yep.
we will, and it'll be up Christmas morning. But have a great holiday weekend. Spend some quality time with your family and friends, and love on each other. Okay, but in the meantime, drink responsibly. See you next time, right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.